My name is Molly Hansen-Nagel, and I'm a health promotion facilitator with the Cancer Prevention and Screening Innovation with Primary Care Alberta. We started working in 2012 actually with 16 rural communities. The Alberta Healthy Communities approach was developed at that time with the communities, and the communities were able to respond and tell us what worked and what didn't work. The goal of the process was really to walk alongside of communities to help them define their own path to wellness. The Healthy Communities approach is actually a facilitated 5-step approach. It's a sustainable way of working collaboratively. We believe that everybody wants to live and work and play in a community that has meaningful work, good neighbors, good friends, affordable homes, personal safety, and good rec and leisure. While healthy lifestyles are important, individual choices are strongly influenced by factors that surround us, such as community design, access to parks, green spaces, affordable nutritious food, social connections, and early life experience. Our focus is at a community level, so working with community environments that can help make healthy choices easier for the people that live in these communities. So community-driven action is really guided by creating connections, using community-specific data to prioritize and plan, and then to implement using evidence-based research and strategies that can be tailored to specific needs within the community and look at the assets that the community already has. In 2022, the focus changed from rural communities to urban centers. So Medicine Hat is one of those mid-sized urban centers, which was exciting for me because I was able to pick up the knowledge and skills that I had gained working in rural and bring them back to Medicine Hat. Based on the learnings from rural, we focused more on the health equity population. And with rural communities, it was always community driven, and we wanted it to be community driven in a mid-sized city as well. So that took some thinking about how to identify priorities and looking at larger populations, narrowing down what that might look like. And health equity, the definition that we use, it's really that people have fair access to and that they can act upon opportunities to reach their full health potential. And we know a lot of people don't have fair access and they can't really act on their own to reach that full potential. So we really want to focus on how can we make that happen? How can we make that easier? How can we create supportive environments that will support those choices? In Medicine Hat, the first thing that I did when I moved here was I started partnering with What Matters to Hatters, which is a coalition that started in 2022, and it was really in its infancy stages. It was quite exciting because their work aligned so well with the work that we had done in creating healthy environments. So in 2023, we started thinking about the alignment with the Alberta Healthy Communities approach and the work that I was doing with the Cancer Prevention and Screening Innovation. And in early 2024, we had some other members join the team. EverActive came on board, along with Recovery Alberta in the city of Medicine Hat, and we started to build a community profile, and that's really a way of looking at what already exists in the community, what are the strengths, what are the assets, who are the partners that could be around the table. We built a community profile, and then in the spring of 2024, I invited a larger group of local partners, local stakeholders to come to the table, and we talked about the Alberta Healthy Community approach and what that might mean for Medicine Hat. We were joined by the City of Medicine Hat Community Development Department, the Park and Recreation, Library, the Connections, the Medicine Hat Local Immigration Partnerships, and some community volunteers as well. We had a really good conversation about looking at overall health, focusing on those grassroots or health equity measures that we needed to address. By adding those partners, we had such rich conversation, and we began to develop a greater connection across the board and develop a common understanding of what the Alberta Healthy Communities approach was, and also a common understanding about what equity was and who it would be. So we started to dig into some current reports. We started out with 19 reports, and the list broadened to 26, and we did a deep dive into the data, looking at who had been talked to, what priorities were coming forward, who was identified as people experiencing inequity. That's one of the most important things, and it's building those connections, being able to share stories, being able to have ideas flow back and forth and build upon them, looking at what's already happened and looking what might work here at a local level. And for me, the beautiful thing was really creating this space and bringing people together to have those conversations. I am the facilitator, so it's my joy to be able to sit and listen to all the conversations that people had, sharing different stories. And through these things, we were able to piece together a beautiful tapestry of what we thought the city could look like, and just joining all of those different threads and conversations. I think it's amazing that these people that live here and they work here and they support the community, they really want to support the creation of a healthy community and the ongoing work. As we move forward and you want to watch the other videos in the series, these are really about local people telling the story of how this work took place. And I'm excited for you to listen and join in with the rest of the videos.